following the lives of those who have left a legacy in Zimbabwe. The men and women who have made history is what we do right here on Living Legends. And I'm sure you've seen the video previously about Mr. Mukundu. Hi, Mr. Mukundu.
Hello, Masli.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Thank you so much for joining us on Living Legends.
Thank you for it.
And return a gear
Yeah.
You've got a nice studio here.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Mr. Mukundu, can you tell Zimbabwe who Mono is?
Mono is his real name is Clive Mukundu. I was born on Tuesday, 15 September 1970 in Usape.
Okay.
Then grew up in Harare. Then my first signs of showing interest in music was when I was around age 9.
9?
Yeah. Then I made myself a homemade tin guitar. I don't know if you've ever seen those. Guitar magaba, so with a chimuti, chipranga, and then use fishing lines as the guitar strings. That was my first instrument, and that was the only toy I could make those days. And then when I was in 1988, I was 17 years old. That's when I was taught my first guitar lesson on 25 January 1988 by a gentleman called Last Saidi.
Okay.
So that same year I went on to form my very first band. It was called Sarungano Chanters.
Okay.
And then the following year, 1989, I joined another band. It was called Chuck's Brothers. That included people like Dmaika Singh. He was well known in the Sungura circles. Then 1991, we formed another band that was later known as Chikokoko. And 1993 we released an album that was very popular at that time called Ruvengo. There was a song called Rombindiani. I think people of my generation will remember that
know
song.
That.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then in 1994 I became a Christian. I joined the J Gospel Train, started working with Ivy Combo, Amy Combo and Karom Jokoro, then and other musicians as a session musician. Then 2003 I joined Olivia Mtukozi.
Okay.
Left 2007, then started running my studio.
Oh, okay, nice. So tell me about family acceptance. How did your mom, your dad, the rest of the family accepted you into my guitar?
My father was very, very, very much against me going into music. He wanted me to be a teacher because those days being a teacher was something very prestigious.
Oh yeah.
So I refused to go into teaching and start to music. So it caused a lot of friction. So that time, since music was regarded as something remarombe, it caused a huge fight between me and the parents. To the extent that even when I started dating my wife, some of my own relatives they gave a warning with the guitar. You should look for a better boyfriend because those days musicians were seen as people who don't marry. Most people just go around so they actually felt sorry for her because musician, I want to like this. She's supposed to get a better boyfriend. So everybody just everybody had written me off.
Okay.
Yeah, so they were surprised because one of my mission was to prove to them that you can be a musician who is steadily married and who runs a family properly like everybody else and takes music like a normal job.
Yeah.
And I managed to prove that.
Okay. So tell me, where can you say this was the highlight of my career life?
I think everything started taking shape around year 2001 when I started attending College of Music. Because there lots of doors that started opening. Both as a session musician, as an artist in my own right, as a music educator. Because the time I started teaching music at the Zimbabwe College of Music at Prince Edward School, Don Bosco Youth Training Center. Then 2003 when I joined Oliver Mtukuzi, the graph also went up because we traveled around the world, met a lot of artists, learned a lot. 2007 I joined Chioniso Marere. We also started touring the world. So that period from year 2000, that's when things started really shaping up.
Okay. So tell me, I understand you've started your own thing now. You since left the Black Series band. How was it like to work with a legend like to
To me, I consider it as the time that I sort of like graduated. I sort of like went to university. Working with Oliver Mtukuzi was my university years. Was I learned far too much because we traveled a lot around the world. You know how it is when you mix with other international artists. Some of the artists that we grew up reading in the newspapers or just watching on TV, would share the stage with those people, sit down with those people, and travel the world and see how things are done in other countries, in other developed countries. So that time I learned far too much that I considered to be my graduation period.
Okay. So tell me about celebrity life, because you were behind the scene, but obviously there's some people who would support you. Tell me about celebrity life. How did you handle it?
For me, it's not very difficult because, as you mentioned, I work behind the scenes. I'm not as popular as the people that I work with. Because, like as a music producer, I work with such people like Japreza, Suleiman Chimbetu, Willem Tait, Amara Brown, Cynthia Mara. Those people are well known, and sometimes it's difficult for them even to walk in public. But for me, I can do it because the people who really know me are the people who are very much into music. You know how it is when you work behind the scenes. You're only known by people who really are really into to the music industry. So it's not that difficult. Of course, I get noticed, especially when I go at live shows.
How do you react to it when you notice them?
I try to be as polite
as
possible, to be as normal as possible, because I wouldn't want, like what the Bible says, would do unto others what you
want to do unto.
Exactly. So I wouldn't want another artist to treat me badly. So I just treat them the way I would want another artist to treat me.
Okay. So I want to ask you something just after the break. It's really serious. Join us after the break.
Keep it up for Mona, ladies. Those who don't know Mona, this is Mona Mukundu.
Welcome viewers to the second segment of Living Legends, and if you're still watching, good for you, because this is the rightful place to be. I'm still talking to Mr. Mon. Mr. Mon, can you tell me something? If you were given a chance today to change the music industry right now compared to the previous industry, what would you do?
First thing, I'll get rid of pirates.
Okay, it is cute, you guys.
Yeah, it's killing us stupid because right now people don't know the extent which piracy is killed in the music industry.
Yeah.
I can give you a 2-hour sermon on piracy, on how it has affected the music industry. And then the other thing I would change was to make sure that all radio stations and TV stations and even newspapers give more coverage to local
Content.
local content. Because you find it worldwide that low content, those low content laws are in each and every country around the world. In Nigeria, you have to play 90-something% of Nigerian music. That's why for Nigerian music, you should have. But what you just need to do is to select the best and play the best.
Okay.
That will encourage those who are talking about where to pull up their songs. So I'll make sure that our media, newspapers, we don't want Jay-Z, we don't want Jay-Z. Give us birthday or give us birthday local people, so that people get to know their artists rather than to spend time with push on.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Oh, still on that. I understand you're a guitarist as well as a producer. Who would you say that maybe you would knock me down?
In terms of playing guitar?
Yes, in terms of playing guitar.
My son.
Your son? Oh, really? Where is he?
Right now he's in school at Zimbabwe College of Music.
Oh, okay.
He's a serious guitarist.
Wow, how old is he?
He's 17, he's turning 18.
Oh, I saw him at Nama.
Yeah,
with you and Rhythm Titan, very tight. Yeah, okay. So how do you feel to see your son taking your footsteps?
I feel very proud. Every time I go and watch him play, I make sure that I go and watch every show that he plays, so that I give him moral support.
Yes, as well as motivation.
Yeah, motivation. And I used to dream of such things when I was young. I would just imagine my parents sitting in the crowd, but unfortunately, my parents were not very much in support of my career until at a later stage. I remember my mother, when she was sick, she told me that she didn't want to die before she saw me perform with Olive on stage. So I had to go with her to the gig and get a nice place to sit, and she watched me play. Yeah.
Okay. So tell me one question that I wanted to ask you this before, but I understand you're Living Legend, right? And what can you say to the upcoming artists so that they can be where you are right now? Okay, why didn't you die like your other legends?
It has to do a lot with the self-control. Because when it comes to the music industry, what other people call temptations to the musicians, those are jokes.
Okay.
Yeah, I got my jokes too. Because in the music industry, that's where you meet real temptations. And if you are strong and take good care of yourself and be careful,
you will survive.
You will survive, and you also need to avoid a lot of artists running from fire, they are big-headed and you can't control them, you can't even give them advice. So I think that would be my advice to youngsters getting into the music industry.
Okay, so tell me about your family support, about your spouse and the rest of the kids.
Yeah, my family, obviously the support was that has been their bread and butter ever since. I met my wife in 1993. I was already a musician. I had never done any other job. And my kids were born Baba musician, so everybody supports was everything.
Yeah, since you left Chiku, I understand you have started your own thing. How is it going?
It's going on very well, but I'm concentrating more on the production side. Of course, I release my own music, but I'm giving more focus on the production side. I'm producing a lot of artists, and as a producer, it's very interesting to see artists that you've produced excelling.
Yes, and doing
people like Jafreza, Opma Sike, Cynthia Mare. It's interesting when you do a project with them and then you see them rise. Sometimes, as a producer, you make a negative effect poverty. You get excitement and fulfillment by watching the artists that you produce going up. You feel part of it. So at the end of the day, you end up ignoring your own project. So I think I'll need to work on that.
I'm seeing you have a nice studio here. So how does it take for you to be recorded in a monolith studio?
You just need to be talented and these days, because of pirates, we are operating on a cash system.
Okay.
So if you are talented and if you have the finances,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. What if some of us who are not talented, but maybe we could
I need to try something else.
Okay, I understand. So when is your next performance?
I'm not sure at the moment because right now, like I said, I'm concentrating more on the production side. So performances are usually they just come by chance. Sometimes I visit an Alexio Kawara show and then he just calls me on stage.
Okay.
Things like that. That's how I'm performing these days.
Okay.
But it's very rare for me to do shows. That's why I said I need to work on that area because that area has been lying idle for some time. Hello, this is Clive Mukundu and you are watching Ztv Legends.
The last and final segment of Ztv Legends today, not forever, only today, and we're still by Clive Mukundu, the guitarist as well as the producer. Mr. Clive, can you tell me something? I saw you at Nama with your son. Oh, okay, tell me about his whereabouts.
Right now he's at the Zimbabwe College of Music. He's doing a degree program which he started this year. So he'll be done in 4 years' time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me, as a dad, are you proud of it?
I'm very proud of it because I didn't get that type of support when I started. So I want to give him all the support that I failed to get from my own parents. Yeah.
Okay. So and the other girl I saw.
Yeah, my daughter Tariro, she was born 1994. She's a graphic designer. She's musically talented, but she chose to dwell on graphic designing and visual arts.
Oh, okay.
So she even won a number of awards when she was still at school.
Wow. Okay, that's nice. So tell me, I know time at university, but can you tell me any last words that you want to say to the upcoming guitarists, producers, so that they can be where you are right now?
I would just like to tell them the talent is not enough. You need character, because your character can be your downfall. Or you also need to be business-minded, the business side of things.
Okay.
So if you have the talent but your character is not that good, or if your business sense is not that good, that can be your downfall.
I do not know why time is not always on our side, and I must go. But before I do this, if you have any comments, contributions, suggestions, or you think you're living legend and you want us to give you a visit, do not hesitate. Feel free to contact us on the number that is appearing on your screen right now, or you can go to our Facebook page. You support us, you like us, you love us, you tell us your views, what you think. So for myself, Maslin, and the rest of the crew that is working behind the scene, we sign up.
Sitela uqolo,